ZULA ChickChats!
Shit, does it have to be synced? Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Clement.
Hi, I'm Nicholas.
Hi, I'm Leah, and this is
ZULA ChickChats!
So hi guys, welcome to season 3 of ZULA ChickChats. How do you like the new setup?
Comfy,
Comfy?
personal.
Also, the producer
kindly reminded us guys over here to avoid the man spreading.
So this is a new problem we're gonna have for season 3.
The first episode, we're gonna keep it juicy, talk about
right.
like the interesting
Keep it
topics.
moist.
Oh, no moist. The
Problems,
topic that we're gonna
yeah.
discuss today is actually on Lupsup massages. So let's start off with talking about what is actually a Lupsup massage.
Places where they're kind of notorious for offering the sort of happy ending service, and they are usually a little bit more shady.
Yeah.
In terms of experience, I have like friends and buddies that went for all these sort of things. Most of my experience with this topic is actually overseas.
I just think like their doors, like they'll be frosted.
Yeah.
Then my friend said like apparently there's like a smiley face on the sign somewhere that tells you
really?
it's happy ending. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think you don't need a smiley face. Like, so long as the door is plastered with some kind of like female face like
Oh my
that, right?
God.
If the door is covered, usually it means Lupsup already.
Overall, just not talking about the appearance of the place, right? I mean, like, it's not a brothel, obviously, because it's not somewhere where you go there, you pay for sex, and then you're like, I want this, and then you pay the money for it. Here, it's like, you go there, you pay for a massage, and then you like, maybe like plus services.
Some places, right, not only Lupsup, they do normal also. So you
Yes,
don't want to
yes.
look to their normal customers like they're dirty.
A lot of times, the massage service, right, and the happy ending service is like different prices. And it's like, you pay for this, right? When you go inside, you get something else, you have to pay for the other
Yeah,
thing. You know what I mean?
for sure.
And it's like, it's not explicitly conveyed, like, you know, when you initially go into the
Yeah.
place. Ultimately, the end goal is still the same as, let's say, a brothel. You go there and then you get like the same result, right? But at the same time, the procedure is like, what they would say, less shady and less like direct. Aside from that, let's talk about your experience.
Okay.
Yeah, oh wow. You wanna go
No.
first?
Yeah, did you slur?
Yeah!
I was in Thailand with like my friends. We passed by like a massage place, and then we were like, okay, this is a clean place, legit.
Yeah.
And they were like, no like skimpy girls hanging outside. The woman just like asked me to go inside the room. Then I'm like, oh okay. Then I go inside the room. How come the room like a lone one? After that I went in and then my friends were like, hey Nick, where are you? Then I'm like, oh I'm over here. Then I waved my hand because I thought they were next to me.
Yeah.
Why nobody waved back? So she starts with the feet. After 20 seconds,
Yeah.
I don't know why, like she just randomly like were like tickle my balls. So I was like, this is happening to me right now.
Okay,
What do I do?
Yeah.
Her mouth was like next to my ear.
Jesus.
Yeah. Then she like suddenly like, you are special. Then I like, what is this?
That is so intimate though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I have experiences. It was very like.
You what?
No, no.
I was just like, thanks. I don't know what to do. She started untying the pants that they give you, you know. Like then her hand just like swoop inside. Yeah, like, she never asked me.
Oh, you said thanks.
Did you say
She
no
asked,
thanks?
You want or not? Thanks. That means like,
No, she
No,
never
you
asked
are
you want or not. She said
special.
you are special.
oh, you are special.
Yeah.
not You want special.
No.
You hear correct
No,
or not?
I'm very sure it's you are special because she was
Why
so
the
close to
hell
my
would
ear.
she say that to you?
I have no idea.
One special. Not when you say it like that, it sounds like
One
you are
special.
special.
You want special?
I'm 90% sure, right? I heard you are special though. Then out there at the end, then I asked you for a tip. It's my last day in Thailand. So I don't have a lot of money. I just
SGD.
gave her 8 SGD. And she just left. Okay, but apparently I asked my friends, right? Because
Yeah.
like they were in like the separate rooms
right. Did they
also.
get-
All of them asked them if they wanted. So there was a choice involved.
She asked you want
I
special.
think they got asked lah,
You
bro.
want
Have
special?
asked.
I felt like I didn't
Okay.
have much of a choice.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to reject it. So on the tuk-tuk home, right, it was like a tuk-tuk ride of like revelation. They were like, hey, did they do it? Then I'm like, yeah, did you do it? Then they, no, we never. Then I'm like, she never asked me. Yeah, I just told them the truth.
There are a couple of places that me and my buddies have actually gone to. There's one particular place in JB. It's very, very notorious.
Okay.
But the thing is, right, they are very, very upfront. Like they just ask you want, or in my case, you want. And I've
Yeah.
always offered. Most of the time I get offered. But I never kena until like then halfway through, then you don't know what's happening. Because the last
right,
time,
yeah.
what I did was, I was with a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And it was another 2 guys, and we sort of knew these 2 guys were kind of down to go and do it. But me and another friend, right, we were both attached, so we opted to open the curtain. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it was just 2 of us in the room, and it was very, very comfortable. It never felt in any way like that kind of shady.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the exact same place, I also had the same shady experiences. Yeah, so I've always felt like it was given a choice?
I was in Vietnam. I went to a massage parlor that was like known to be decent. And I went there with my boyfriend. They put us in a private room and a male came to massage me and a female went to massage my boyfriend. I didn't say anything about it. I don't mind a female massaging my boyfriend. I do mind a male massaging me too. My male masseuse was like, very friendly with me. Halfway, I fell asleep. I woke up. First, I started feeling like a bit weird because I realized that as he's massaging my legs, right, then he worked up to my thighs. He would like brush past my lady bits in a very skillful way.
Okay.
That sort of made me very confused. I'm like, wait, what? Because it was like just a split second. I was like, did he touch me? Did he not? Yeah. Then I just woke up also. So I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? Am I dreaming? So I just said, like stop lah, like do the back instead or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing the back. After that, when he got past to the upper region, then he would like go down the side and then like sort of like caress the side boob lah. Then I was like, okay, I got no more excuse already. And the whole time this was happening, right, I was just looking over at my boyfriend. It looked like a legit massage. I didn't say anything about it. It was only until like when we were very far away from the place that I told my boyfriend what happened. And then he was like, oh my god, why would you tell me this now?
Yeah.
And not when it was happening, when I could have stopped things, right? Because I was like overthinking. I was like, oh my god, if I tell my boyfriend this now, will it cause trouble?
Yeah.
It's New Year's Eve. Like a lot of things ran through my mind, right? I finally decided that it was deliberate. Just from his facial expression when I noticed it and I looked at him, I felt like he knew what he was doing.
And plus, it was a bad massage. I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that actually legit that pissed me off a lot. I'm like,
Yes.
what?
Yeah, like, you do what you do a happy ending, whatever, right? But the story not good, you know. I like never take the book, then I flip to last page and then look at the last page.
Correct,
only, I want the whole thing, eh. I mean, not the.
You don't want it to end.
I didn't want it to end.
But I guess like not just talking about yourselves going for this massage, right? Would you like allow your partners to go for this kind of like Lupsup massages? Okay, one thing is like everybody's consensus is they won't let their partners go and do this, right? Oh, you want? Oh, okay, sis.
I always feel like in a relationship, I always want to make it a conversation. You know, I don't say no. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're not getting any understanding from each other.
I think in general, I'm not gonna go out and do it. I
Yeah.
think I'm not gonna do it behind the back or so. I think that's confirm gonna be wrong. But I think things should be a conversation.
Okay, so I know my boyfriend will go to JB for massage. Obviously, I won't think anything happens in there, and if it does, he will tell me lah. But at the same time, I'll just be like, if you go and do it, I'll just be like, what the hell you want to even do that? The person, I can help you lah.
Right.
But I pay money, what? You know what I mean?
For certain couples, right,
Yeah.
they can separate sex and the sort of whole couple relationship. Right?
Okay.
So maybe for them, it's different.
And my
Okay.
boyfriend goes in for like Malaysia trips almost every week, and then like sometimes he'll tell me that I'm going for a massage lah. So there's always like this moment of paranoia. What if it's like a dirty massage, right? Not that I think he purposely go, but what if it happens? Just say if it went into full on like just
Deliberate.
yeah, then I would expect him to stop it already
course,
because
yeah.
like he would know that I'm not okay with it, and then we're in a committed relationship, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Why is it more common that people go overseas to get this instead of Singapore?
Money, bro.
It's cheaper.
Okay,
Because it's like here we have like the fast-paced life. Then
Yeah.
like we want to relax overseas.
Yeah.
So relax equal massage.
I think the reason could be that like less chances of being spotted by people. That's one.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I have a friend who is a police officer. Then he said like, oh, he has gone to all these like raids in like the very popular districts in Singapore, and it's quite common. Like, I think in Singapore it's often associated with like, let's say the older men crowd.
Yeah.
You go there,
Actually
and like
true.
as a female or even like younger guys, right, you go there, you feel like very like old. I think for like other people when they go overseas, it's more so like relaxation, then they get massage, and like somehow just like like that, then like oops, you know, like not intentional one. Yeah. If let's say someone kind of touches you inappropriately, how do you say no to these kind of things?
If they know that you have no money, they're
Yeah.
not gonna do it for free.
Oh
They
my
charge
God.
money for that.
That's true. So you just tell them you have no money.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
What if even
200 baht
only money they say never mind?
I personally feel that it's just like you have to call it out lah. I mean, like, if like the girl like already whisper then touch, then you just push.
Like
her
maybe
away
just
and say, yeah.
maybe
You can
just
just
stand
like-
up maybe
Yeah,
and just
correct.
say sorry if you keep doing that. I'm gonna have to leave.
Correct.
You just have to like realize that whatever feelings you have is always gonna be valid, right?
correct.
Especially when it is a transaction and it's a service that is done to you.
The thing is, right, I have also the kind of guy, right, that like, I don't know, it's an accident, then like, but it can't be
Accidentally and you cannot do the whole thing. Also.
Yeah. Admit
No.
that you did it, like,
You know?
or you wanted it, you know.
What I would have done differently, just voice it out. If you feel for whatever reason, like, you know, your modesty is being outraged or you just feel uncomfortable, just stand up and either ask for a different masseuse
Yeah.
or like walk out lah. I mean, what is money compared to your pride, your modesty, whatever it is that it is being hurt at the moment. So today we talked about Lupsup massages from a female and male perspective and how to get yourself out of these sticky situations.
So if you've ever been in this sticky situation, you can leave it in the comments below and also let us know what else to talk about next time. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye!
You're special.
So special.